as you see, our webinar today, it's about migration to adoption. So we will talk about strategies to maximize the impact of Copilot 365. I'm Diane from IT Cloud, and I'm your Copilot specialist. So before to start, let's talk a little bit about Copilot and agent. So as you see here, so our vision and strategy for Copilot and agent to start with people and the human So we envision every employee having a Copilot, their trusted AI assistant. Copilot understands you and your work context, and it provides a consistent user experience to interact with the AI. So if we talk a little bit about agent increase Copilot by adding skills and knowledge to automate tasks and business processes. Just like everyone today has a smartphone with many applications, we envision a world in which everyone will have Copilot with many agents. Let's jump to the next slide. So as you see here, I have 5-in-1 capabilities. So we can start to talk about chat as the default experience, and it has significant update, including better quality and performance, as well as UX improvement, interact with charts. So Copilot learns how you work and understand your needs and preferences through your chat, job profile, custom instructions, and more. Memory and personalization are private just to you, and if you are ever working with sensitive information, you can control what Copilot remembers. So this is the first capabilities. Let's jump to the second one, to the search. So as you see here, is an AI-powered enterprise search that helps you to find what you need, and even it's going to give you a little bit about the context-aware answers from across your organization app and data. It connects to the first and third party application. I can mention ServiceNow, Google Drive, Confluence, Jira, and more. So you get fast, relevant results at work, no matter where your data lives. Let's jump to agent. Agents are integrated into the different application, so including agent that come pre-built with Microsoft 365 Copilot. And here I have to talk about research and analyst. So both of them are pre-built agent where we customize advanced research models. So they are optimized for specific work, task, and are similar to on-demand virtual employees. Let's talk a little bit about Copilot Studio. Studio is the Copilot agent platform enabling IT and user to create custom agent, offering tailored workflows, data integration, and many conversational experiences, which can boost productivity, automation, and user engagement. So as you see, we can use Notebook. Notebook, it's related to your OneNote. OneNote, so everything that you are taking in your notebook here, it's going to be available in your OneNote application. So it's unify collaboration and content across Microsoft 365 with AI-powered assistance, real-time update, and persistent chat to help avoid duplicative efforts and keep teams aligned. You can finish with create. And when I'm talking about create model based on 4.0 image generation. Users can create high quality images, posters, banners, and even videos. So you can provide, for example, to Copilot your text, and it's gonna convert it to many small videos, or maybe like a longer than 15 minutes. So you can try it, and then you have the enough tools to create small videos for your work. Okay, so let's jump to the next slide. As you see here, we are so excited and optimistic about where we are headed. I want to take a moment to reflect just on a few scenarios where Copilot already shines. So as you see, I have different scenarios, I have different capabilities here, whether that's drafting white papers in Word, creating an interview guide with researcher, for example, analyzing data with your Excel or analyzing spend with analysts, creating presentation in PowerPoint, and summarizing emails in Outlook or sending meeting recap. So Copilot is helping companies save time and money every day. Let's take a closer look at the 5-in-1 capabilities. And I would jump now to the three essential components for Copilot success. So as you see here, there are three fundamental components to Copilot adoption. The first one, it's the leadership. It's important that your business leaders are sponsoring and championing this change, as well as driving the strategy throughout the rollout. There is also an element of a human change, including the reskilling and new ways to work, new ways to do the same process that people have been using for a long time. And the third one, it's a piece include technical skills and transformation that will be important for you, for your leaders to invest. And throughout the journey, through all this component, you will want to keep responsible AI principles at the forefront of what you are doing. So let's see this again as more. So we will go through this and now I will go more in details. So if we step back at the highest level, this is the end-to-end implementation journey that you will go through. It's important that you start thinking about the 3S in the Copilot readiness checklist as early as possible. First, the sponsor. It's important to have leadership if possible. The second one is your scenarios. So it's important early on the business leaders get sense of of where they want to start their Copilot innovation. Many have had success with functional approach, deciding if it's HR, for example, or finance department or marketing department, and what are the different key performance indicators. So what are the KPI they want to see Copilot impact and improvement. And finally, the security view. So you want to start the security data and privacy conversation as early as possible to make sure you know what your path and journey is going to look like. So now let's continue with the next slide. So as you see, we will begin with the leadership and executive sponsorship are critical for alignment. So I will continue with this one. So for Copilot success, again, you will want to ensure your sponsor in case you need it. So they should be active, visible, and have consistent participation. They should build a coalition with their executive peers, and they should communicate directly with employees to support lending the change. If we go more in the different approach here, so across each of this value drivers area, there are key questions you can and you should ask yourself to determine if your organization is focusing on the right thing to allow for accelerated AI transformation with clarification. So when it comes to organization and culture, do you have an established operating models to uh, to advance to enable the adoption and to use AI, and has your leadership clearly communicated that model and vision from the top to down? For business strategy, what type of business outcomes are you focusing on driving, and have you determined how AI can help you to achieve these outcomes? And for applied AI experience, have you examined how diverse and skills your organization processes with AI? Also, are you actively encouraging cross-team collaboration so that everyone can build experience with using AI and what it looks like to realize value from AI? For about the governance, are you implementing process and controls and responsible AI practices and making those transparent? Are you governing data privacy and security? And the last one, it's the technology strategy. When it comes to technology strategy, have you enabled your organization to have access to quality and comprehensive data, given that AI experiences are only as good as the data is? So are you equipped to scale from an infrastructure standpoint at the potential demand for your AI experiences and solution increase? So very quickly, it's essential for a different organization to establish a governance framework that ensure the responsible and ethical use of AI across their operations. This this is where creating an AI council comes into. So we have the IT enablement team, the executive sponsor, change management team, and risk management team. Now, and it's very important to talk about this about the slide. So as you see here, so the Copilot scenario library offers examples of the top use cases by functions and industry to help you to identify and measure areas about like to improve. So it maps the scenarios to Copilot product capabilities, which provide a blueprint for functions of specific roles within your organization. So as you see, my advice to you guys, maybe to visit this website. So please just visit, or maybe to let your client to visit it. And then maybe you can do a kind of demo just to choose which kind of industry or organization. So this is the different domain here. And then maybe they can choose a role and check what is the different advice provided by Microsoft. Let's continue with the leverage AI for business outcomes. So the business leaders guide for AI adoption is a step-by-step implementation guide for leaders. So you can find it here. This is a playbook. So provide actionable guidance to business leaders on how they can begin to adopt Copilot within within their organization. This ebook, I can tell you that exploring how to, what are the different priority to license about licenses and the early productivity gain, how to get up and running quickly and build the different strategy, when you can expect to see and how to quantify the business results. Then, as you see here, so we have the white paper series, Leading in the Era of AI, Creating an AI Council. It's not about AI, but it's about trust. So learn about building trust and putting human connection first to get the most from AI, and to recommend principles for selecting AI suppliers. So read how those you enlist to support your success will guide it to the next horizon of business expansion. Let's jump to the next one. So the next component is the human change to require a dedicated work stream, user enabled program, communication, community, and skilling training. And sure, we talk a little bit about the best practices. So to how to create a community of practice for your users to share their success stories, ask questions, and learn more and more from each other, and leverage the Copilot dashboard to gain insight on usage. So as you see, we have many information in this slide. So the Microsoft 365 Copilot implementation framework is broken out into these 4 phases across both the human change and technical readiness. So first we need to be get ready, as we see it here, then onboard and engage, deliver impact, and extend and optimize. So it's very important that the two work stream work hand in hand and stay connected throughout these milestones on the journey. To get ready for or for a human change, you have to decide which department you are going to roll out Copilot to first base it on the scenarios library, and who you or and who your success team is. So you will want to be intentional with license assignment and concentrate them for better evaluation. Then about the onboarding and engage, it's where you roll out training for your users and set up your champion program. The Copilot prompt gallery is the ideal for users to discover the different prompts to get started with their AI skills. And about the third one, the third step, the delivering impact, it's where you measure success and understand how Copilot is impacting your business. So user surveys and Copilot dashboard, and maybe I can add something here. The Copilot analytic, it gives many insight on about how to use or the usage and where they are with the predefined success measure. And finally, the extend and optimize. So it's where you want to start thinking about a new maybe way or high value business scenarios and the next functional areas to roll out Copilot. So this is also where you should also recognize and rewards for success champion and users who have been part of the implementation. So throughout all these phases, it's very important for leaders to support the continuous learning and the optimization. At the bottom of the slide, I add here like a mini guide, user guide, the Microsoft Unified and Copilot Learning Hub. But honestly, I will go more than details in the next few slides. So let's jump to the next one. So here we can see the importance of driving a human change with change management and adoption versus without the adoption or the without the change management. So when you deploy Microsoft 365 Copilot with a minimum user enablement, usage has a slower and lower rate of prophecy. So when you add and change management, be, be it in-house with unified cloud solution architect or with a Microsoft partner, so you will move to adoption and higher level of proficiency than without. So as you see, this is with adoption, and this is my curve at the top, and this is my curve at the bottom when especially I have the usage of employee, and this is during the time. So it's important to set the right foundation for driving value and setting expectations because your users are going to want to understand what is the impact, what is the investment. So especially when I'm talking about the return investment, we all start with Copilot value at this first level. So what we call individual value or foundation skills. These are the skills such as summarizing your meeting, revising your word draft, etc. Things that help all users regardless of what their job or function is. So once you get pretty good at that, you move to the next level where you start digging into department for or job specific prompt such as a multi-step or the different turn. So this is where users start to feel like they are really getting high value out of Copilot. And finally, the organization value or the advanced skills where people start to streamline and automate some of this business flow. So they are huge gain here, and by the time you get to third level here. So the investment, the return on investment is very apparent about the value and the gain that you are seeing. Let's continue to with this topic. So how to accelerate the AI workforce transformation. I will have to mention Microsoft Viva can help to accelerate your AI transformation in the three different areas. So as you see here about the communication, measurement, and scaling, Copilot communities powered by Microsoft Viva Engage can facilitate the user enablement, providing a community of practice for users to share their success stories and celebrate other stories, ask questions, and find more training. Sometimes people can ask them a question, the other colleague can answer, or maybe a champion people or champion person can answer. So this is how Copilot start to use this is how people start to use Copilot and be like more uh, and they can perform their experience with it. So, and at the second position, I have Copilot Analytic, as you see here, or Copilot Dashboard, who's powered by Microsoft Viva Insight and to provide analytic and data on usage, as well as impact report. So this one, it can provide you many information about how is it the Copilot dashboard for leaders, how we can use it, Viva Insight for customized analysis, and Copilot Business Impact Report. And the third one, it's Copilot Academy from Microsoft Viva Learning, can be accessed in Teams, right in the flow of work for user skill development and training. The first one is to get your culture AI ready and leaders engaged. So as you see here, AI colleagues assemble, so gather everyone together. And we can lead your AI journey to identify the different leaders and deliver planned and effective communication to get the message out. Support AI enabled colleagues, answer to the different questions. And all this, it's managed with Viva Engage Premium, Viva Amplify, and Answer and Viva. So let's now continue with the next one to measure impact, realize AI value. So here, as you see, we are able to plan and monitor the different deployment, and this one we can do it with Copilot Analytic. We can measure, analyze in the extended analysis. We can do it with Viva Insight Premium. We can combine usage and outcome data, and we can do it. We can customize the analysis, and we can do it with Viva Insight Premium. And then we can continue with human stories, real world impact, gather stories and sentiment, and the oldest, it's managed by Viva Glint and Viva Pulse. I will continue with the third one. So it's about to improve your AI readiness and skills. We can centralize your core AI learning with, I have to mention here the Copilot Academy, and I will show you more in details how to get it on your teams. Then continue to get the right learning fast, and then skills in the flow of work, and measures and monitor AI skills. And one more time, all this is managed by Copilot 365, Viva Learning Premium, Skills in Viva, and even I can tell you the Viva Glint and Viva as we have it, as we mentioned here, so Viva Learning and Viva Bursts. Okay, now what is available with your Copilot 365 license? Let's check it what is available here. So as you see, I have first Viva Connection. Viva Connection, it's your new home for Copilot. It helps everyone stay engaged and informed by delivering a curated employee destination that can be configured for specific roles and needs. So customers can brand and customize it, add their own employee application, which you can then surface to different employees types. So like frontline workers or information workers, so that everyone has the resources and news and dashboard content that they need. Let's jump to Copilot communities. So it's your out-of-the-box community of practice to drive Copilot awareness and user enablement. Viva Engage is recommended for enterprise customers already using Viva Engage in their environment. So small and medium business may opt to hold this essential employee engagement in Microsoft Teams or other community chat tools. Let's continue with a Copilot Academy. So as you see here, you can add it in your Microsoft Teams. if you have already Copilot 365, so you are able to have it like for free. You need only to add your Viva Learning, and then go at the top and just find click on your Copilot Academy, and then you are able to find it. And even you can create your proper area to add some Copilot learning courses and tools, and you can even use other platform like LinkedIn Learning. You have it included in your Copilot Academy here. So it's not only your tutoring videos, it's not only the small courses about Copilot, but you have different learning courses related to your to LinkedIn Learning. And even I have to tell you something. So all this tutorial for Copilot, it's available in 8 different languages, and the most important languages, they are French, English, and Spanish. Okay, what about Copilot Dashboard or Copilot Analytics? So it can let you to measure Copilot adoption and impact, as you see here. So you have some pre-built dashboard for business leaders to prepare for the Copilot rollout, understand and drive usage and adoption, and measure the impact of their investment. And even we are able to go directly to this link here. So aka.ms Copilot dashboard, we have different readiness tab. You have the adoption tab, we have the impact tab, and learning tab. So honestly, you can provide this information to your client, and it can be very helpful when they are doing the first step to adopt Copilot. Okay, what is available now with a Viva license, and what Viva license can offer when we are adopting Copilot? So as you see here, we have advanced Copilot reports from Viva Insight. So it's a dive deeper into Copilot adoption and impact reporting with custom analytics. Um, so Microsoft Viva delivers powerful data-driven insight to help you maximize the value of your adoption of your Microsoft 365 and Copilot investment. And even I can tell you that we believe that by delivering the right insight and recommended action, we can help you to drive meaningful changes, and we want to deliver these insight in a way that it be like more accessible to the right people in your organization. So we have recently introduced the new Copilot dashboard, and it's integrated. I can tell you that it's integrated by in Viva and even in Analytic Copilot, in Copilot Analytic. So the Copilot dashboard helps you to measure the impact of Copilot on employee productivity, and to get a better understanding of Copilot's readiness, the usage, the adoption, and how people they are using Copilot, and are the different numbers. So, and what are the different recommendation to a better adoption. So as you see here, it's very dynamic, and the view usage data it has to be older than 28 days to provide you enough information. Okay, let's jump now to supporting the Microsoft 365 Copilot adoption with Viva Glint. So Viva Glint surveys are meant to be used organization-wide and are typically managed by HR leaders. And as you see with this, you are able to measure engagement and gain insight. I will continue I will continue here with the adoption of Viva. One moment. Okay, maybe I got something wrong with my slide. That's okay. So just to let you know that, we already talked about Viva Glint, that you are able to use it to a better adoption. Okay, so let's continue with the third component. As you see, the third component for Copilot success, so technical readiness includes things like securing your data infrastructure, risk management, and technical skilling. So sure, we have a small area to just to let you know that I will provide you like the best practice to perform the Microsoft 365 Copilot optimization assessment. So let's continue with this. So once again, it's important that technical readiness works hand in hand with human change, and this team stay connected throughout these milestones on the journey. So let's focus on it. And the get ready stage, perform optimization assessment to analyze your current security and compliance posture. And the second one, we have the onboarding and engage. We recommend using the Copilot setup guide to ensure you have proper data security controls in place. And about the third one, and deliver impact, we need to establish a service management plan and enable the Copilot dashboard. And finally, as I mentioned, so as we are here about it's to extend and optimize to take an insight on optimization opportunities and service health and consider how the technical team can start to customize and build internal agent, use the extensibility plugin and to start to drive the next level of AI value. So again, this whole journey works best if the leadership support continuous learning and optimization of Copilot 365. So here, as you see, so the Microsoft 365 optimization assessment tool is designed to help the different companies analyze their computing environment and to provide the different recommendation for a better optimization. So the assessment aims to improve productivity, streamline workflow, and drive the digital transformation. And once you have completed the optimization assessment, you should understand your current licensing, identify management, current collaboration tools, and current data location. So this will uncover opportunities to implement important data security measures and improve security postures to optimize the Copilot experience while protecting these data. So as you get to extend and optimize this, it's really about exploring new scenarios and where you want to get next, expanding those capabilities with Copilot Studio, for example, and Agent, and extending to new use cases, a new department, a new functional area across the company. So that's why I add this slide here about Copilot Studio. So it's very quickly just to give you an idea about Copilot. It's an end-to-end conversational AI platform that empower to create to customize Copilot with a low-code graphical interface. With Copilot Studio, you can easily design, test, and publish agent. It allows you to connect Copilot to other data sources. Um, whether you are looking to customize an existing agent or build your own from scratch, Copilot Studio provide a very intuitive low-code experience that put the power of AI at your fingertip. So I will finish my webinar today with this slide. So as you see, I have different Microsoft investment to accelerate the time to adopt. So I have different links here. It can very helpful. I have the partner deployment and adoption services. I have the Microsoft FastTrack. It's eligible, especially for customer can request technical and deployment assistance. So it can help a lot with the first adoption. And we have Microsoft Unified, so it gets started on Copilot journey with expert-led services through this tool. So thank you to be here today. And if you are not yet from our IT partner community, so um, I'm inviting you to have it from now. So this is the QR code, so maybe you can do it. And I'm not sure if you have if you are receiving our newsletter, so please If you don't have it, the QR code is here, so maybe you can take it and then you will receive our newsletter for the different events. Just to let you know, I'm not sure what happened at the beginning today, but when I started again, I start from the beginning, so that's okay. And just to let you know that all our webinar, they are recorded, and if you weren't here for a webinar, that's okay because you can find it on our YouTube channel. So everything it's available on the YouTube channel. If you need any help and you need to check something with a specialist, so this is the QR code to book a specialist. So you can find it here. Please help us to be better, so to perform our content. So you'll have access to this QR code just to give us your feedback. And thank you to be here today. So it was a pleasure to deliver you this webinar. If you have any question, let me know. Okay, I'm checking what happened at the beginning here in the chat. So it seems any question, anything here? I see that my colleague, she already answered. So please, guys, if you have any question, let me know. Okay, I see that somebody has a question. How can we best go about evaluating the cost of building MS Copilot deployment with the three? It's very large question. Yeah, thank you for the smart question. Honestly, um, we can do a kind of evaluation. Maybe I can book you I can book you for a small call about it because honestly, it's a large thing. But I can tell you that. I will try to find a link for you on Microsoft if they have something like this just to do a kind of costing evaluation. I'm not sure. I didn't find something like this, but we can see like more in details what is your case, and I will answer to your question, Ronaldo, because we have to go case by case, and sometimes it's not the same thing for the different companies. So we have to see how many license you need and what you want to do exactly with Copilot Studio and what are the connectors and what are the different other third part. Yeah, sure. I will reach out to you. I will send you an invitation, Ronaldo, about this to go more than details. Okay, any other question? Okay, perfect. So thank you for to be here today, and see you then on the next webinar. Thank you.